Here we go. So, chat, we're going to make this nice and sweet. All Samuraias. We're going to talk about some stuff with my Twitch channel, the future of Samuraias content, and stuff like that. What's going to be happening going forward. Why we're doing this. Why we're talking about this now, rather than not earlier. Again, we're gonna not take so long. We're gonna just cut this nice and short. We're gonna just jump right into it. So, as you may know, there's some sorry about that, you guys. I had to take care of something. Sorry for the interruption. Hey, puppy, please. I'm trying to tell my chat what's going on. So let's start with Destiny content. What's right in front of us? So we got the update for raids and dungeons, and they announced that every year we'll kick off with a brand new raid as part of the first expansion. Following the major update, expand on this raid, adding new challenge, twist, and rewards. Then the second expansion each year will deliver a new dungeon with an expanded reward offering. And then the fourth and final major update of the year will launch an event that leverages Legacy Raid and Dungeon Con along the lines of Pantheon. So pretty much how it's going to go for a roadmap, it's going to be basically when they do this new thing for Frontiers, they're basically doing that an expansion will have a raid every year, and then there'll be a major update, which it'll add challenge, twist, and rewards. The second expansion will deliver a dungeon, which meaning you can kiss goodbye dungeon keys, so you no longer have to buy dungeon keys. When you just buy the expansion, the raid and the dungeon will come included. So bye dungeon keys. You don't have to buy those separately anymore. So that's gonna change next year. How else do we want to elaborate on this? They're making an event similar to Pantheon. So they'll be making more things like that possibly, but they're in the very early stages of it, so keep that in mind. They'll give us more information later on in a TWID when we get closer and closer to more major updates and stuff like that from Destiny. As for myself, am I still going to be playing Destiny? This is a big question from everybody that knows me for playing Destiny the last 10 years, maybe less, on just streaming it. Yes, absolutely. We are continuing the Destiny lineage for years to come. This is going to be my branch, pretty much, where my seed is where I pretty much stay at home with this and kind of just go from there, you know? Despite how my oh my god, that was last year. Contest Salvation's Edge, I know it wasn't great. I know it wasn't the best. But I'm going to give you guys some ground rules. Number 1. Do not ask me where I am. Do not distract me from encounters. I'm not going to look at chat. You guys know that now. So that's going to be a major update. So every time I'm doing a contest, dungeon, or raid, I'm not going to be looking at chat. All my alerts, all that's going to be disabled. If you need to get a hold of me as an emergency, Discord DM it to me, or text message me if you have me. Other than that, yeah, that's about it. Going forward, I'm going to be monitoring how I take criticism. So I'm not happy with the criticism. I'll be honest about it with my teammates. And that's about it. But I'm not going to say it on stream. I'll mute my microphone to do that. So I'm honest. So everybody knows what's up. What else is going to be happening? Pretty much, I mentioned that. So each expansion, each codename expansion, I'm going to explain it. Apollo's going to have, how is it? Apollo's going to have, like, some sort of way to get new, like, they're going to keep the legacy how they was for Salvation's Edge. It's another thing they're going to do. They're changing the formula, so they'll support a raid-specific form of challenge customization where players could select modifiers called feats. So feats will be such as time trials, contest combatants, or other mode modifiers unique to the raid. The more feats act during a run, the better chance to earn higher tiered rewards. So that's going to be nice to look forward to when we get there in time, which is in summer of 2025. Other than that, there's a whole article on it online. If you guys want to read it, you guys can find it here on Bungie.net. So, there's that. Now that we know that we're getting a raid and a dungeon every year, and then plus a rad event that's similar to Pantheon each year, so you can expect that. So, does that mean dungeons and raids are done? Are they going to be done? No, they're not. They kind of gave us that news today, 6 hours ago, stating that there's going to be dungeons and raids every year, and Pantheon-like events every year. So, you look at the roadmap, there's that online, and of course this article here. So let's go ahead and go to the PvE changes that are coming up next year as well in this codename. So, alright. They're saying that the problem for PvE right now, it can feel like a chore, and it honestly does. They are correct. They are 100% correct. Yeah. I agree with that. 100%. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to improve the experience of replaying activity content by adding variety and unpredictability to each playthrough. That's going to be fantastic. Destiny has added modifiers to activities such as the launch of the first Nightfall since Archon Priest, okay? So, they're going to be investing more than ever in our modifier system. Nice, I like that. Creating combatant-focused modifiers that change the way players approach combat in every playthrough. Bane's modifiers and combat modifiers. Sweet. They'll be doing designing modifiers so they can combine to create a wide variety of experiences. That's good too. What else does it say here? Reduce barriers to entry and time to fun by reducing the number of build crafting necessary modifiers. Okay, there you go. That's a good way. Okay. Banes. Oh, Banes. Meter and Shock Bane. So these are important. So these are going to be seen pretty much in a couple weeks here, pretty soon actually. So an enemy unit with a Bane will present a different challenge to player according to which Bane is affecting them. Enemies that spawn with these modifiers appear unpredictably during an activity, so each run will present a different challenge. Here, 2 of the Banes will be releasing in Episode 2 Revenant as we start testing out this new system ahead of Codename Frontiers. Alright. Here we go. This is the gameplay of it. Sorry if there's no audio. But, you can expect things like... Oh, so Knights are going to be summoning cannonballs? Wow. And that's crazy. That's kind of cool. I like that. So that is Meter and Shock Bane. Okay. And this one here looks like this is Berserk Bane. So there's going to be different Banes from enemies. Interesting. Okay. Do they have void armor? Looks like... Oh! Void explosive after they die when you get too close to them. That's interesting. Okay, punchable Bane. What is this one? It's shielded? How do you stop that? You have to punch it? Oh! Making it melee only for close quarter combat situations. I like that. Nuclear Bane. What is this one? So does it need an explosive or what happens? Wait. Oh, man. That's crazy. So think about this Nuclear Bane. Do you guys see that? That reminds me of the Wrath of the Machine boss when they're showing us that. That's crazy. That's a crazy thing that they can do. I actually am kind of curious. So we're gonna be asking, enemy modifiers will appear immediately on individual units, are used to change base aspects of enemies in an activity. Adjust your strategies to account for an entire enemy modifier may end up flat-footed when something unexpected happens. So, as Ghost would say, be ready for anything. From the Nivoda / Omnigul Strike. What about champions? Will they be using Banes too? Champions still exist in our new future for modifiers, but they won't be hosting any Banes. Okay. In Revenant, only one Bane can be present on an enemy at a time. Are you replacing all the old modifiers with these new ones? No. We're trying to strike a balance of keeping the best of the old modifiers that work well with the new ones, but these new modifiers raise the bar enough that we'll most likely start to retire the older ones over time. Wow. Okay. That is interesting. So, modifiers are... Let's go back to these two. Enemy modifiers Banes will appear immediately on individual units. Enemy modifiers are used to change base aspects of all enemies in activity. Adjust your strategies to account to be, unexpected happens. For example, under certain enemy modifiers, shipping and Revenant, some enemies may have copied some tricks about booby trapping their drops from a famous scorn... Oh. Okay. Yikes. That's scary. That is really scary. I hope to God we're going back to the Tangled Shore in a couple weeks. If not, it's cool. It's alright if we don't. But that'd be kind of cool if we did. But, that pretty much settles the Destiny content. We'll be keep playing Destiny. We'll be doing the raids and dungeons when they come out. And they'll kind of vary depending on if we find teams for it. And hopefully I get teams for that stuff when they come out. Which I will eventually find one. Other than that, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. So we kind of been drifting away from some of the variety games. So we pretty much wrapped up the 2024 games about pretty much. There's just a couple. I think we just got to do the Destiny 2 stuff. Do a watch party on the Black Ops games, kinda, or just do a Black Ops 6 watch party. And then that's about it, really. So, yeah. Other than that, next year, next year we'll be getting the, Assassin's Creed. We were originally getting it in October, but now or November, but now we're not anymore since Ubisoft wanted to make the game a little bit better, so they decided to delay it and get some work done on it to make it more like Assassin's Creed type of game that people would want versus what we were seeing this year. So I praise Ubisoft for delaying the game to make it really good. So good job, Ubisoft. So basically, our upcoming variety games for the next year are pretty much the new Ghost of Tsushima game and Assassin's Creed. and then we focus on our Destiny stuff, obviously. And then there's nothing really happening with the variety games or Destiny. I kind of just focus with the playing card game called Magic the Gathering. So that's basically my focus there. And then another game I forgot to mention in 2025 is Pokemon Legends ZA. So we'll be doing that as well. So that's kind of about it for the video game arc there. The variety saga is pretty much ending for us. So, yeah. Other than that, yeah. That's about all I could cover for 60 minutes. Yeah. And then, of course, I'll probably thinking next week, if I'm not doing cards, I'll probably do a Destiny stream just to get me all whooped back up into shape before the new episode begins. So, yeah. Other than that, that's pretty much about it. I'll have to discuss. Destiny for me is not going anywhere. We got 3 more DLC characters for Mortal Kombat, so that'll end this year, and I'll be pretty much wrapping up the Mortal Kombat arc. And then, not sure what else is up on the alleyway for games before 2025, but I'm pretty sure that's about it for now. Other than that, that's about it, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, everyone.